श्री अविनाश पांडे जी।
Thank you, sir. Honorable Deputy Chairman, sir, I rise to speak on the Regional Rural Bank Amendment Bill 2014, and I thank you for giving me this opportunity to do so. Sir, the creation of Regional Rural Bank was a watershed movement in our attempts to provide banking and credit facilities to masses of rural India and develop the rural economy. When the Narasimha Committee conceptualized the creation of RRBs in 1975, it was as a new set of regionally oriented rural banks, which would combine the local feel and familiarity of rural problems, characteristics of cooperatives with the professionalism and large resource base of commercial banks. Subsequently, the RRBs were set up through the promulgation of RRB Act of 1976. RRBs were supposed to evolve as specialized rural financial institutions for developing the rural economy by providing credit to small and marginal farmers, agricultural laborers, artisans, and small entrepreneurs. Sir, from the inception of 1975, regional rural banks started modestly with 6 RRBs having 17 branches covering 12 districts and grew into 196 RRBs with 14,446 branches working in 518 districts across the country by 2004. However, over the decades, it was seen that the financial health of these banks required the intervention of government to achieve economic of scale and create a sustainable model of their functioning. Many committees were set up which deliberated and recommended reforms for their institutional restructuring. After several years of restructuring, refinancing and amalgamation of geographically contiguous RRBs following the implementation of K.C. Chakrabarty Committee, there are now 57 regional rural banks in the country with a network of 19,082 branches covering 642 notified districts in 26 states and the UT of Pondicherry. Their equity is held by central government concerned, state government, and sponsors bank in the proportion of 15, 50, 15, and 35. Through this amendment bill, sir, the capital requirement of regional rural banks are being increased admittedly to align the CRAR with Basel III norms and developing the rural economy by providing credit and other facilities for the purpose of development of agriculture, trade, commerce, industry, and other productive activities in rural areas, particularly to the marginal farmers, artisans, and small entrepreneurs. While investment in industry, infrastructure, etc. is extremely important, I wish to restrict my remark to the impact of these amendments on the small and marginal farmers who are undergoing a great deal of distress. I am of the opinion that financing of the rural economy to boost growth cannot depend entirely on debt financing of this economic activity, sir. Sir, increased share capital with bank implies greater availability of agriculture credit. However, the trend in the disbursal of and utilization of agriculture credit needs to be remedied. According to the latest annual report of NABARD, the sub-sector-wise ground-level credit disbursed to agriculture and allied activities during 2007-2008 to 2011 and 12 reflect the facts that investment credit has continued to remain stagnant around 28 to 30% of total credit disbursed for agriculture. Even though credit flow has increased over the years, the long-term credit in agriculture or investment credit has showed a declining trend over the years. The share of long-term credit is overall ground-level credit flow reduced from 40% to 2006-07 to 22% in 2012-13. Many loans are being provided to farmers for warehousing, etc., but there is little or no improvement in the quality of agricultural assets, and farming remains a high-risk activity. This year, Economic Survey has noted that the lending to agriculture may excessive and going predominantly to large farmers. It is not being used to agriculture capital formation. Sir, this is simply to say that although the availability of agriculture credit is being increased, banks are surpassing their annual targets for lending to the agricultural sector, but very little of this credit is being invested in manner that will generate substantial wealth and give financial returns to the farmers. Sir, as we know, agriculture is a very high-risk activity due to limited availability of irrigation facilities and uncertain monsoon rains, which are becoming increasingly erratic and unpredictable. In such a situation, sir, the provision of loans to farmers by rural financial institutions also becomes a high-risk activity
Yes, now conclude.
and therefore
Now
not profitable for the banks. Sir,
Okay.
instead of mitigating the risk at the source and finding ways to reduce threat-based farmers due to crop failure caused unpredictable and extreme weather condition, the government wants to increase the supply of loans to farmers. Perhaps the farmers with
Yes.
larger land holding. Sir, I have got the time, sir. Just 2
No,
minutes.
you are
2
reading.
minutes. 2 minutes.
You are reading.
No, sir. I'm just
no.
completing.
Now you
Sir,
stop.
there is a saying in Marathi, sir.
Now you
इथे
conclude.
इथे
No,
शेतकरी
please.
कर्जातच जणतो आणि
Okay.
कर्जातच मरण पावतो.
Yes, yes, that's
Which
okay.
means farmers takes births in debt and dies in the same condition.
Okay.
Sir, with my just 2 minutes, sir. Sir, agriculture is backbone of the rural economy. To make it an economically viable activity, the quality of asset
No,
in the hands of
Avinash
farmers
ji.
must improve.
Avinash ji,
Sir,
I tell you,
sir, but I'm just
you
continuing
know-
in 1 minute.
see, reading a prepared speech is not, that's why I was trying to stop you.
Sir.
And you are not stopping also.
So finally, but let me
Member
just
should prepare
discuss.
and come.
This is the
Somebody
matter
will
of
write a speech on reading it.
discussion for another day, sir. I just would like to mention here, sir, as it seems to the in case reduce landowning farmers to industrial laborer or employees.
Okay,
It certainly, I will just conclude it, sir. However, if we are looking to develop our economy in manner which substantially improves the quality of life of our farmers and help them in creating and preserving wealth
Okay.
while living in their own homes, on their own farms and land, then I am sorry to
Okay.
say that, sir, this approach of the government in rejuvenating the rural economy does little to address that problem. Thank you so much, sir.
thank you very much.